What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TV Sports 27. And we got some baseball for you guys today. On what's been a day for me filled with a bunch of baseball already. Welcome in. And we hope you guys been having a good weekend, good Saturday. Another rainy Saturday here in Florida. As always, seems like a month of July. Get hit with that rain left and right. But nonetheless, we are here, and we got a little daytime baseball, a Sunday baseball game, as we're getting pretty close to wrapping up the month of April here, as we got the Cincinnati Reds coming your way. We're on the road. We've already lost 2 games to the Reds. You can see the Reds are at 16-11, and we've had a rough last 2 weeks. You can see right there on the standings. Victories over the Braves twice and the Brewers, but besides that, a whole bunch of losses across the way. I'm also going to be keeping an eye on the Frisco Fighter Sioux Falls Storm game that's happening right now live over on the IFL. Not to tell people not to watch us, but over on the IFL YouTube page. That's a big one, as I am a Iowa Barnstormers fan, and if Frisco wins, then Iowa can get into the playoffs with the Sioux Falls losses. Iowa could have won and gone on to the postseason, but they decided to take the big L last night against Quad City. Zach Green is here, who oddly enough, Zach Green was the one that was asking about baseball. So ask and you shall receive, Mr. Green. We're here with baseball. I might even try to finish off the month of April. Maybe play this game and then do a little player lock and knock out these last handful of games to get us through the month of April here. So trying to bounce back. We were in contention, and we're still kind of in there. I mean, we're at 12-15. This is our 3rd season, and got the Giants and the Rockies ahead of us, tied with the Dodgers per usual, but not usually at the bottom of the standings here. So we got Luke Weaver, 3-1, going up against Alex Wood, and we're going to see if we can salvage something out of this series, as it's been a rough one for us. So that we're going to wear the Reds, the Road Reds, going up against the Reds here. So let's do it. Luke Weaver, yes, and everyone else. Everyone's gassed, but, I mean, you never have enough people to replace. I don't know what the heck. What are you guys supposed to do in that situation? Because you never have enough people to replace. Maybe we could just pick a couple of guys, give them a little rest, and maybe boost a little batting lineup a little bit. Let's put Bodie in there. Let's throw him, switch him and Lamb. And Peralta, he been going cold. Can Ketel Marte? I cannot, I don't know his secondary position. If Ketel Marte, well, we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. If it ends up being a disaster, ends up being a disaster. I don't know if he could play left field or not. I mean, he's an outfielder, so should be able to. We got to skip all of these because we don't have enough room to replace anybody else. So let's jump into it. And I'll be looking at your chat maybe more so than most games, as baseball is kind of more of a chill sport. And we'll see in the early part of this 3rd season if we can't sneak out a win and, like I said, survive this series. So overcast day here. They weren't wearing red uniforms in the that happens a lot in this game. It's not the first time I mentioned that, where I'll go up against a team and the uniforms on the preview aren't the uniforms that they show up in the game. So we're both wearing red unis, so hopefully that won't be a big bother. I mean, ours are a little darker red than theirs.
The afternoon for Arizona.
I started, Zach, if you've been keeping up with my Tom Brady road to the show, I started at 3rd base, and then they moved me over to the 1st. And I kind of want to go back to 3rd because the path to get to the major leagues for Brady is a lot stronger on 3rd. The Marlins
First pitch.
have some openings at third. But I apparently, as you will be able to see in some of my other episodes, I was not able to request a move back to third. I searched all over. I wanted to like say, hey coach, I want to go back, but according to the Google, according to Reddit, there's no way to request that, so I'm kind of stuck at first. But... all right, Charlie Blackmon stepping up now.
That's out.
Charlie Blackmon, Alex Wood. And that one's going to be a little dribbler. Does Blackmon have the speed? He does not. He's going to get tossed out. And then Joey Votto hanging out over at first.
Jake Lamb.
Nope. Ball one.
Jake Lamb coming in, moving up in the lineup here as we took Mike Moustakas, gave him a day off to rest. Did you do the two-way thing? You, Page, and play third base. I don't know about any two-way thing. I just bat and catch over on first. I would bat every once in a while when I did my closing pitcher on my old YouTube channel, Lefty Richard. I've kind of mentioned that was kind of fun. Oh, is that going to be good enough? No, it's not. Jake Lamb goes down. So we make contact. And we got Brian here. Brian playing Universe? No way. Brian. Can't fool me. So here comes Luke Weaver. 5 starts, 3-1. Pretty decent ERA. But yeah, I've kind of mentioned before, I wouldn't mind trying to do a closer again, because that was kind of fun.
Number 27.
It's a lot of just pressure situations, you know, just trying to get the wins, game on the line. There's number 20. That's the company channel, right? 27. So I did mess with the settings a little bit, and I may have inadvertently, because it used to always, like, the pitcher would call for a certain pitch, and now it, like, doesn't highlight any particular pitch, so I guess I just get to do it on my own now. I used to just go with whatever the catcher called.
Off the plate, ball one.
And it doesn't even, like, tell you, like, I must have clicked something. I don't know. Is this better or not? It would, they would try to, the catcher would tell you kind of where to put the ball, where he wanted it, but I guess I get to do this on my own, so I make the choices here. And that one, Bodie, right over to Jake Lamb, it's out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jose Terraza.
Ooh, that was a rough one. That one got away from Weaver. But I watched a lot of baseball today. My day was filled with a lot of sports watching.
2 balls, no strike.
Woke up this morning. First thing I did was watch the G1. The new format they got this year, the 4 blocks. So you get 1 match for each block. And when I first saw it, like the 4 blocks, I thought, boy, I'm not going to be able to watch all these G1s. Like, for the last couple years, I've watched every single G1 show. But I thought, oh my God, with 4 blocks. But actually, with the 4 blocks, it's less matches. And it was like a total of like 90-some matches. There's a strikeout there, first strikeout of the game for either side. It was like 90-plus matches. Now I think it's like 80, so it's even less matches with the 4 blocks. And kind of gives the guys the rest in between, too. So I almost feel like the matches might even be a little more dynamic, might be a little more intense, because like a Will Ospreay, he wrestled today. His next match is in 10 days. So rather than these guys going like every other day and kind of wearing themselves out, they're going to have a big chance to rest, and you're going to see some epic matches. So let me know what you guys thought. G1 this morning, if you got a chance to watch it. What matches are you looking forward to? I also watched the Cubs and Mets game. The early game, they're playing the second of a doubleheader right now. They got rained out yesterday, and that game went into extra innings. And then I watched the end of the Rays game. They also went into extra innings, and both my teams lost. So other than that, just got caught up on other shows. The Orville. You have to watch the Orville on Hulu. Got a haircut. Went to Culver's, all that fun stuff. Javi Baez, that's going down the line. That's going to hit. Oh, is he going to get there in time? I was accidentally hitting, because I've been playing Road to the Show lately. I was trying to use the thumbstick to move. And so that's why he kind of delayed a bit at first. There you go. Let me answer this text real quick from my ma. There's one suggestions of things to do tomorrow. What do you guys think? What should I do with Mom tomorrow? Should walk on the beach. Could be a fun one. What other ideas? All right. Well, this is big for Bodie. You know, he's stepping in. He's a bench rider. He's been on the team a couple of years. I don't know where Bodie is these days. Obviously, I knew him from the Cubs, being a Cubs fan, such as myself. And by the way, I was in the chat earlier with the Frisco Fighter Sioux Falls Storm game. I was chatting it up with the IFL fans in there. Bodie delivers on that. It will. No. Did it drop? No, he caught that. Oh, my goodness. What a catch. Oh, man. Who is that, too, number 15? I don't know the Reds. How can I look at the other team? Why is everyone tiny? Look at... how do I look at the other team? Can I only see my team? Stats. Player stats. Oh, there we go. 15. Nick Senzel, man. Senzel, what a catch by Senzel out there. Dynamic stuff. All right. Well, still only one out. Ketel Marte. He's got 182, but again, that's a deceiving 182 because, you know, he comes off of the bench, so it's a pinch hitting 182 rather than an everyday lineup 182. Adam Cole and Jesus El Hero in a big rivalry. Brian's mode. Oh, hitting off wood. And Baez decided not to chance it as Joey Votto was there. But now we got runners on the corners here. And Cesar Hernandez coming up. Is Wood okay? He's trying to shake it off. I saw the most bizarre thing in the Cubs game today. Smith on the Mets. There was one pitch thrown. It was an extra inning, so he was the man on second, the leadoff man in extra innings. And on one ball that was thrown, he got hurt. On a ball, like the first pitch of extra innings, he got hurt. It was kind of crazy. I'd never seen somebody get hurt on a pitch ball when you're standing on second base. That one right down the middle. Oh man, that's going to cost us the run. It went down the middle, but it was end up getting scooped up and the double play hit. So I thought for sure that was going to be the RBI, but it wasn't.
Leading off for the Reds,
Man.
the third baseman, Eugenio.
Brian's got Orange Cassidy, Timothy Thatcher, Titus O'Neil. People were posting those old pictures of Orange Cassidy and Velveteen Dream from Evolve. That was floating around, the original Forbidden Door. Floating around on Twitter today. If you guys follow the Twitter page, forgotten images in wrestling. It's fantastic. And they really do throw out some stuff that you forgot about. Rest assured. Well, there's a Ketel Marte coming up with a grab, so we know that at least early on he's fine out in left field.
Count 1-0.
Let's see, Winkler. Is he related to the Fonz at all? Hey.
Ball inside.
Can't get that call. That one going ball for Weaver here.
I got 3-0.
I'm going to do a score check in just a moment after this next half inning on the fighters.
Hey.
There we go. The fighters and the Storm. I said, as a Barnstormer fan, and I've kind of mentioned, I'm a new Barnstormer fan, not a lifelong. I know they're a kind of a legacy team, but I'm a big Kurt Warner fan. I kind of wasn't a Rams fan, but I respected what he did with the Rams. That was an incredible run, and always enjoy going back and watching those Greatest Show on Turf games on YouTube. And then being an Arizona Cardinals fan, you know, for him coming and bringing the Cardinals their only Super Bowl. So obviously there was the Kurt Warner connection, but, you know, growing up in Florida, I was a Tampa Bay Storm fan. And then my other team was the Chicago Rush. And that was because I got to see a Chicago Rush playoff game. Playoffs! And I was up in Illinois, and my dad took me to a Chicago Rush game against the LA Avengers, which was super fun. And that's kind of how I started following the Rush, being up in that area, and became a fan. Oh, man, I thought that was going to be an opportunity for a double play, but couldn't quite get it. And Weaver in a spot right now. But anyway, so yeah, Tampa Bay Storm and Chicago Rush, but then the Rush, they ended up ceasing to exist, and then I became an LA Kiss fan. I love those unis. And a lot of the Chicago Rush players and coaches went over there as well. Obviously, McMillan, Bob McMillan probably being the most notable, who was the coach of the LA Kiss. That one's going to be popped up, and Schwarber is going to head back, call off everybody. No one's around you, Schwarbs. But that's an out we needed. So there you go. Yeah, so the Kiss came after that, and then the Kiss ceased to exist, and then the Storm ceased to exist. So after that, I became an Albany Empire fan for a couple of years. The couple of years that they were around, they were a new team, and they ended up winning the Arena Bowl, which was really cool because I hadn't had an Arena Bowl champion since the Chicago Rush. I saw the Storm win the Arena Bowl in 2003 in my early days of the arena football fandom, and then the Chicago Rush had the 7-9 season where they won Arena Bowl 20. And after that, it had been a long time, over a decade since my last Arena Bowl, so the Albany Empire got me that one. There we go, Weaver bouncing back, we'll take it. But then Arena football went under, and I had to go to the IFL, and they are on a commercial right here, so let's rewind and see. It's pretty interesting. The Fighters have the old Arena football logo at midfield, but they took the A off, and they made it so it said IFL. The Storm leading 15-7. So let's go Frisco. I know Frisco maybe not playing as hard. They've already locked up the top seed. But for my Barnstormers, man, they got to get the win. Either that or Tucson has got to get the win over Bay Area. And Bay Area hadn't been that good this year. But anyway, yeah, so when I went to the when I jumped to the IFL along with everybody else when Arena football went under,
1 ball, 1 strike.
my original team that I settled on was the Quad City Steamwheelers, because I wouldn't say I followed them, but I kind of kept up with AF2 a bit, and they were one of the historic AF2 teams. They had an undefeated season early on. They won a game, like they put up 103 points in the game, and I kind of liked their uniforms, the logo too. But then when the Backstreet Boys reunion tour happened, they took a year off and didn't come back. So then I was forced again to pick a new team. And originally I was going to go with the Nebraska Danger, because again, I like their colors. The neon green, obviously our colors here. But they didn't come back either. They went away, and they did not return either, and they permanently didn't return. The Steamwheelers did eventually come back, but the Danger didn't come back at all. And then, so then I was left with nobody. So then my Steamwheelers were gone, the Danger were gone, and then that's how I kind of settled on Iowa. Again, the classic helmet, the iconic helmet, the Kurt Warner connection, all that stuff. So I'm a recent Iowa Barnstormers fan, as opposed to one that's gone back, decades and decades as they've been around. But that's my arena football story there, so there you go.
Ball in.
Oh, that was a bad one. That was a bad take by me. All right, here comes Alex Wood stepping up. I feel like it's been a lot of action, a lot of bats on ball and runners on base, but still a scoreless game here.
Ball, that's just out.
We got Brian Vasquez here. Welcome, Brian. Welcome aboard. Wesley Aaron. Is Wesley with you?
That's outside.
I can't see the pitch count. What am I up to? 30. Let me move. I'm going to move to the couch here. I'm sitting on my recliner, and the way the TV's angled, I can't see the pitch count because the score bug is in the bottom right. So, all right. I've now moved to the couch so I can see Luke Weaver's pitch count, and boy, he is having a hard time locating the zone here. And we got the Gold Glover coming up next, so we gotta buckle down here on this one. Got him. That was a beautiful one that hit the corner. Frozen. Yikes. Well, we walk the pitcher, which is never ideal here. This would be a good time while some of you guys are coming in to hit you with those plugs. We tweeted before going live today on Twitter asking what you guys wanted to see. So, as always, if you guys aren't following along with us on Twitter, you're missing out on the opportunities to ask what we're streaming, or when we ask what do you guys want to see. And I'm planning on maybe doing a doubleheader today, depending on how long this stream takes. I'm planning on playing a game of Madden right after this, my Denver Broncos franchise, so stay tuned to that. That one we popped up, and Cattell Marte gets there easily. But so follow us on Twitter if you're not already, TV Sports 27. Hit that subscribe button if you're here with us watching the game. And as always, the big boy is Patreon. That's where you can really show your support for the channel, help us out, help keep the streams going. With your support, we're able to just keep doing this and doing this and doing this, providing the entertainment. But as it stands right now, I've got to work a full-time job, so that gets in the way of providing many more streams for you guys. So the more support that we're able to get on our Patreon page, that's the more content we can bring you guys. And we got a bunch of bonus content on the Patreon page. Classic episodes of the Denver Broncos franchise from Madden 12. And the Arena Football Georgia Force season mode is up there as well. All Pro Football 2K8. The BCS Playoffs NCAA from 15 and 14, I want to say, from 2 different games, 2 different eras. Those BCS playoffs. Double play right here. Oh, no, it was a force out, so that's all you need. Jaden Ingram. Welcome, Jaden. So anyway, patreon.com/TV Sports, and that's where you can request streams too. So if you want to see more wrestling, if you want to see more hockey, if you want to see more football, if you want to see basketball, which we haven't done on the channel yet, you guys watch the Big Three. I love the Big Three. If you guys want to see that, request that. You can do that right over there on Patreon. We often get requests on the different channel, and usually when we do some of our wrestling streams, we get a lot of requests for, can you download my character, use my character? I would love to, but with, over 400 subscribers, if we took every single request in, we would just never, there'd be no time to do, 400 requests. So, but we can fulfill those over on Patreon. So for our diehard, our Patreon supporters, there's a big hit. Nobody's even out there. That's going to be a 2-spot easily standing up. Beautifully done. Another big opportunity here for the Diamondbacks. Justin Blackmon.
Number 22, Jake Lamb.
So RBI shot right now. Jake Lamb moving up in the lineup. Big opportunity. No. I'm sorry you not being here this week. I was at camp. How was camp? I'm actually not going to be here next week. I'm going to be in North Dakota visiting my dad. So this is actually the last week that I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to be heading up north to North Dakota for a week. So that would be a perfect time to jump on the Patreon. Because while we're going to be off for a week, you guys can check out a lot of the old content on there, and you can get your requests in. So when we come back, you guys will just be itching for something, and we can fulfill those requests. So that'd be a great time the week while we're off to head on over to Patreon and check out some of the content over there. Bad strikeout by Javi. All right, well, let's not strand this runner. We're going to do a couple player locks after this, get through the month. And then, like I said, planning on playing some Madden right after this. Do you guys want to see? I'll let you guys right now make the call in the comments. We're going to play Madden for sure after this. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see the Denver Broncos franchise? Or do you want to see an RXFL game? I think we have the big game between the Chicago Wolverines and Mexico City, undefeated against 5-1. So big game on the horizon. Or you guys want to see the was that fair? Oh crap, I thought that was foul. Shoot. Oh, what the heck? No, what the heck is happening? This is horrible. I thought that was foul, first of all. And then I tried to send the runner back to first, and Justin Blackmon stopped and tried to go back to third. That was not what I wanted at all. That was horrible. So that was fair. Oh my God, I thought that hit foul. That was right on the verge. So obviously I didn't send anybody because I thought that was foul. Then when I realized it was fair, then I tried to send everybody, which Blackmon would have made it. But then when this happened, I pushed the button to send the runner back, but then Justin Blackmon stops and goes back, which I didn't want him to do. I wanted him to just keep going. But it sent both guys back. Oh my God, base running gaff. Not paying attention. I thought that was foul, so there's a big blunder on my part. Oh my goodness. The Bucks. What are you saying, Jaden? The Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks? Or the Bismarck Bucks. Are they playing tonight, Bismarck? Oh my God, this one just keeps drifting and drifting. Let's do a score check. Let's do a score check here. The Fighters game. It is 22-7. Come on, Frisco. You got to do it for the Stormers.
1-0.
Oh, Buccaneers. We're not. It's the Denver Broncos, Jaden. We're not doing a Buccaneers franchise at the moment.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
We're coaching the Denver Broncos. It'd be a Broncos video, not a Buccaneers video. I did coach one season of the Buccaneers on Madden 12 though, and I had updated a roster, so that was when McCown was the quarterback. I actually got him to a Super Bowl, if you can believe that. Their strikeout of the game for Weaver.
Number 34, Darren Hancock.
Hancock up next here. Still scoreless ball game between the Reds and the Diamondbacks. And they'll battle here. And they'll battle the ages. That one will be a bouncer. Oh, what the heck? How do you not get that, Hernandez? Did it just bounce over? I want to see the replay.
Now batting, center fielder, Nick Cincy.
He's giving up just the 2 hits so far. Well, they're not going to show us a replay. I want to know how that went. How the heck did that go past? How can I lock onto the ball here? I guess I just have to go over here. I mean, it was like, I was right there. Oh, he just missed it, yeah. I was right there, and he just Hernandez straight up missed it. What do I think about Tom Brady? Tom Brady, great guy. We have our Tom Brady Road to the Show here. Giving Tom Brady a second run in his baseball career, doing like Michael Jordan did. We also have Tom Brady's son, Tom Brady III, as the quarterback of our Denver Broncos franchise. He's the greatest of all time, right? And the only guy that can claim that many Super Bowls. And they got the force out, just barely got it. Javi Baez with the blue glove. Is that Cubs blue? 4 hits for Arizona, 2 for Cincy. And we head on to the next inning. Cold day in July, I guess, in Cincinnati. I don't know. Or it's April, isn't it? It's April in the game. July in our world. Is it still cold in April, I guess?
Leading off for the Diamondbacks,
Maybe so.
the left fielder.
All right, we go top 5th. Still scoreless here, as we said. Plenty of hits. 6 across the 2 teams, but no runs just yet. And Ketel Marte back up, going against Alex Wood. Third season with the Diamondbacks. We've yet to make the postseason as the coach here. You guys remember our Houston Astros series, which is going to be re-uploaded to Patreon rather shortly. It took us 2 full seasons before we made the postseason with the Houston Astros. And then we ended up winning back-to-back World Series with them. So now we're trying to recreate that magic with the Diamondbacks. And oddly enough, when we were a manager of that Astros team, it was during the previous uniform era. So it was the black, gold, and red. And now we're coming into Arizona, the same uniforms. the same unis that the Houston Astros wore when I was managing them. Hernandez just pops that one up, and oh my goodness, I thought he whiffed on it.
The batter, the pitcher.
And to the pitcher.
Weaver.
Whenever I get my PS5, I'll be picking up the new MLB The Show. And that'll have all the new rules with the DH rule for the National League and the extra inning rules and all that stuff. I don't know what I'll do though, because they took out the feature where you can bring your team over. So one thing I thought about if I'm still managing the Diamondbacks and I get the new MLB The Show, is maybe I just make my own. Like, obviously the other teams will be what their rosters is, but I can just, like, physically go in to the roster editor and put guys like, Justin Blackmon and Mike Moustakas and stuff on my team in order to carry that over, since I can't bring my save file over, and we'll just, pretend. So that is one possibility. But I'm waiting now for PS5 Pro. If you're a longtime follower of my stream, you know that my pain with trying to find a PS5 in the United States, and the impending rumors that PS5 Pro is coming within the next year or two is making me just want to wait. I was planning on getting the new Madden. It's coming out actually a day before my birthday, oddly enough, August 19th. So if you guys want to see the new Madden, there's a lot of information dropping today about franchise mode, which is kind of cool. It seems pretty awesome. But if you guys want to see the new Madden, that would be a good time to head on over to Patreon and get that support in, and we can definitely pick up the new game. But I was planning on buying the new Madden, but then seeing the news about the PS5 Pro coming out soon is making me again want to wait until that comes out, and then just buy everything new instead of buying an old gen Madden. So, but I'll let you guys decide. Again, with your support over on Patreon, that not only helps the channel, but we can bring the various games to you guys. So check us out there if you're able to. We also have a PayPal link as well on our Twitch page. If you check out the link in the description below, go to our Twitch page, and there's a PayPal link and a tip page there where you guys can send your stuff as well. Almost took out the first base coach there, huh? Weaver's starting to get in the zone now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch count's getting up there. It's 64. So we'll see if he can't sneak it out to the 7th. Weaver's just trying to hit those corners. Got him. 5 strikeouts for Weaver.
Now batting, number 27.
How do you say his name? Mondesi? How do you say his name, Jaden? I say it's Mondesi.
Count 0-2.
Weaver's hitting him right now, no problem. That one missed.
2 strikes.
One goes foul. Keeping this one alive. They're trying to get Weaver out. We'd like to get Weaver into the 7th. Going to be up over 70 pitches now. My goodness. All right, we'll see if we can get him to chase one. See if we can get him inside to chase one here. He did chase, but he was able to foul it. Try to get him to chase again. I don't know if he went around or what, but they caught him.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Yeah, who's someone's thumping around? My upstairs neighbors or what? This is my upstairs neighbor just thumping around upstairs. I was like, what the hell is that sound? I thought my cat was throwing up or something, but it's our very noisy upstairs neighbors doing their thing.
Ball one, no strike.
Matt Carpenter, in real life, Matt Carpenter, just got a notification here. 13th home run in 30 games. My goodness. And the Sugar Skulls game is underway, too, so that's the other big one for Iowa. So the Barnstormers can make the postseason either with, oh my God, that's ridiculous, with either a Sugar Skulls win or a Fighters win. And the Sugar Skulls are up right now, 6-0 on Bay Area. They've had a rough start to their franchise, the Bay Area Panthers. Very cool unis, though. Very unique. The black turf, black and gold turf. Sugar Skulls wearing all white with the yellow helmets. Looking like the Portland Ironmen.
0-1's the count.
Bay Area playing in the old Sabercats arena, the SAP, San Jose. They're originally going to be in Oakland. They're going to be the Oakland Panthers and then move to Bay Area. I think we're getting a team in Columbus next year, right? The Wild Dogs. Still hoping to get a team down south, though. We have the team in Kentucky that ended up folding. But hoping that the IFL is able to continue to expand. Championship weekend taking place in Vegas.
Nope. Counts 1-0.
So we go top 6, still nothing across the board, and Wood and Weaver still in there dealing.
Inside, ball one.
Charlie Blackman should have scored if we had realized the ball hit fair and if there wasn't a base running gaff. It was just battle around. That whole situation was battle all the way around. And Blackman's going to try it again. That's going to be his second double of the game. And we'll see if this time we can bring him home.
The first baseman, number 22.
10 doubles for Charlie Blackman. And I don't know if they got the shift on or what, but that's almost an identical play to what happened last time, too, of leaving that left field completely wide open. All right, so Jake Lamb, here we go. Gonna hold off on it, wait for his pitch. Welcome to the new folks joining in. Glad to have you aboard here. Trying to bring home the first run of the game. Did you hear the pop? It's out of here. 2-run shot. Jake Lamb. And we got the first runs of the game across the board. 0 for 2. And Jake Lamb, he sent it out. 409, no doubt. Get a snapshot here. This can be the thumbnail. Yeah, man. Get ready. Beautiful time for some of you guys to be joining in, too, with that home run hit. So D-backs, we go up 2-0 here. Here goes Javier Baez. Baez got 30 hits, second on the team here.
Ball, that's outside.
We'll see how long now. I mean, Woods is still relatively, low pitch count, 55, but we'll see if we can start to shake the confidence a little bit. Is that going to go back-to-back? Oh, my goodness. I thought it was going to be back-to-back. Javi Baez instead will take a double. And now, look at this. They might get the yank here. They're going to get the cane. We can give Alex Wood the yank, I believe. 56 pitches in. He's trying to talk him into it. Is he going to be able to stay? They're going to leave him in. There's the discussion. Here's David Bodie. The bullpen is in action right now for the Cincinnati Reds.
1-1.
As a Rays fan, too, boy, that series we just had with the Reds was insane. The walk-off balk, and then the extra innings lost the next day. It was like, that was a team the Rays should have crushed, and they didn't. Losing today to the Orioles in extra innings. Two 2-0 Diamondbacks, top 6. And Bodie puts an end to that inning, but Jake Lamb put us on the board with a gorgeous 2-run home run in this cloudy getaway day. I thought we were going to have a nice, sunny afternoon of baseball, but it's an overcast day here in Cincy.
Leading off for the Reds, the second baseman, Jose Peraza.
Peraza, 0 for 2. Let's start to get some action in the pen here. We gotta. Do we not have? I just realized I don't. What do we do with King Felix? Did we not keep him around? I don't even remember what we did with King Felix now. He was in the pen for us last season. Maybe he retired. I think he might have retired now that I'm thinking about it. Had him playing some bullpen action with us. Bullpen was a big emphasis this season considering how we lost our playoff bid down the stretch. We put a lot of time and effort in the offseason to boosting the bullpen to make sure that didn't happen again. Kind of going the opposite route. We're kind of doing a build now, try to get that championship, get those playoff runs now for a franchise that hasn't had very many playoff runs as of late. Well, you see a lot of teams with the opposite approach, the Chicago Cubs being one of them that won a World Series. And then what seems to be a somewhat common baseball mood, dismantling the team and building from the minor league system. Where I'm kind of the opposite. I just like if we get a good minor leaguer, great, but I go out and get the players. But I guess it's a cheapness thing, right? Because those minor leaguers are going to be a lot cheaper. Where guys that have the experience, they're going to cost a lot more. I don't know what the heck's going to happen with Schwarber and Baez in our franchise mode. We offered them money in the offseason, and I didn't know what the heck it meant. And I'm still waiting if anyone knows any help or how I can keep those guys around. But there was something where I wasn't able to keep them around. But they're like still on the team this year. But like it could be their final year as well. Maybe I'll have some more money to scrape together by next season.
I got to count 1 and 2. I got to count 2 and 2.
Well, Weaver here, he's starting to miss the strike zone a little bit. Oh man, Weaver. I don't know. Can you do a mound visit? Yeah, settle him down a little bit. Are you good? You good? Stay in this. We want to get you through. You got Sir Anthony Dominguez. And that one is caught by Blackman. And that didn't even advance the runner. I thought for sure the runner was going to try to take off and go to third.
Number 33, Jesse Winker.
This is a big at-bat right here. This could very well be Weaver's last at-bat as well.
That's out.
Trying to get Weaver to chase. Unsuccessful, 0 for 2. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Do we send Weaver out for one more inning? Or do we say his day is done after this one? Oh, we just need one more. Well, he's chasing right now. Let's see if we can get him to chase one more time. Let's see if we can't get him to chase. Oh, couldn't get him. Okay, well, full count. We gotta hit him. Ugh. I think Weaver's got to be done. He's at 93. There's no way. That will go back off the wall. That's going to bring home 1 run for the Reds. Do we go to the bullpen now? This is the debate, and it could be a controversial one. Let's see where we are. I want to see where we are in the lineup. I want to see, does it tell you where? I don't remember where we're going to be in the lineup. Because that would be a big determining factor if we take Weaver out or not. Is there any way to look? Do you guys know, is there any way to see, I guess here. Kiermaier, Bodie. So Bodie just went. Oh, Christ, come on. Bodie just went, so... Yeah, because that would mean we can pinch hit for Weaver. Rather than if we take Weaver out now. So that's part of the National League strategy here. If we had a pinch hitter, it wouldn't even be an issue, but I want to leave Weaver in there to see if he can't survive this. Because that way we can take him out and pinch hit for him. Oh, come on, get there. Kiermaier makes the grab, and Weaver gets out of it with minimal damage done. Hancock got the RBI to make it a tight one, make it a close one, but there's still plenty of room here, so
now pitching for the Reds,
we got a new pitcher in.
number 56.
Alonznez. Baseball players got some wild names.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
RJ, and I don't know, I wish I knew some of the baseball players better, but there's so many, minor league and hundreds of players. It's hard to know every name. RJ Alonznez. So we will be pinch hitting here in the 8th spot. But 2 of our stronger pinch hitters are in this game. Ketel Marte and David Bodie. So do we bring in a Moustakas or somebody who's resting today to try to get a hit?
Ball, that's inside.
1-1 count to Cesar Hernandez. Great American ballpark. I've always heard great things about this park in Cincinnati. One beautiful ballparks in the MLB.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Joey Votto. And he's going to beat Hernandez. All right, pinch hit. So what do you guys think? We got Peralta we can throw in, Moustakas, Owings, Rutschman. I think we throw in Moustakas. I think we let him. I know he's resting, but he can take a swing. Big Mike, who was actually on the Cincinnati Reds. Get some more bullpen action going too, not just Dominguez. But Dominguez will be coming in when this inning comes to a close here. Big Mike.
That's a ball.
Moustakas pops it up, and that will do it for the top 7. It is stretch time
Ladies and gentlemen,
in Cincinnati.
for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
We'll see how the Reds played, if they will go pinch hitter as well either with their bullpen up. So Sir Anthony Dominguez is going to come in.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Arizona, number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
5.87 ERA, not the strongest in the world.
Leading off for the Reds, the center fielder, Nick Cincy.
Nick Senzel batting a nice 258. Look how fit he been. And Dominguez, first pitch. It's hit upon, but it's right into the waiting arms of Charlie Blackmon. Aaron Judge ties Yankees record for home runs before All-Star break. 33 home runs. Man, this Yankees team, they look like they might be for real. They have just been cruising along. No end in sight.
Ball one, no strike.
As a Cubs fan, I weep that Anthony Rizzo is on that team and not our team. But I'll be extremely happy for Rizzo if he can get another World Series out of it. But definitely, unless the Yankees have a postseason collapse, a resting on their laurels situation. I mean, they're kind of cruising right now. They still have the whole second half of the season, 60 games to play. But they're like so far ahead of everybody, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that they're going to the postseason. But how do you keep that hype, that momentum up for 60 more games? You know what I'm saying? You know, at what point do they keep playing strong? Well, obviously it seems like tonight they're still playing strong. Is it going to be hard to keep up that excitement for 60 games, knowing that they're basically in the postseason? Grounder over to Lamb. Let's do some more score checks here. We've got Sugar Skulls 13, Bay Area 7. So that's good. That's going to help. The Barnstormers out, and going to commercial. Let's rewind it back to doing axe throwing. Oh, they must be at halftime. Yeah, that's the whole to do. What the heck is the score? Rewind back. Boy, 28-7. The Fighters. Whew, they just seem like they're rolling over right now. Which again, they're the number 1 seed, so nothing really for them to play for. But that's what happens. I mean, for Iowa, I can't even be mad because they had a chance to win and they would have been in. And they took a 4th down sack against Quad Cities, and now they're sitting there watching their computer screens to see if they're going to go to the postseason or not. Dominguez coming in and shutting them down. We might be able to sneak one more inning out of Dominguez, the way he played.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
They are going to go to the pen here. Peralta.
Number 53, Wanji Peralta.
As opposed to our David Peralta.
Leading off for Arizona,
Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Hey!
Kiermaier fouling that one away.
Ball.
22,000 in attendance. You know, numbers are deceiving. I mean, a couple hundred scattered around, but they're saying 2,200 in this one. And we got a couple player lot games coming your way right after this.
Oh, that's it.
And we're going to be per Jaden. We're going to be playing an episode of the Denver Broncos franchise right after this as well. So double dose, double header on this Saturday. Kiermaier sends that one out to left, and the Reds fans are on their feet.
Now that catches
Kyle Schwarber is our home run derby representative last season. Struggled so far this season, batting in the 100s. I don't know if you can see up on the scoreboard there, 192. And 0 for 3 so far today, but hey, we call it out, and he's going to get the hit. So Schwarber comfortably getting into first, and that's going to be the 8th hit of the day for our Diamondbacks.
the right fielder, Charlie Blackman.
Blackman, if he can get another double here, that'd be big business. 2 doubles for Charlie Blackman so far. And they are going to pitch him. I was going to see if they were going to maybe intentionally walk Charlie Blackman, but then you're going to run into Jake Lamb, who hit the home run earlier. Late swing by Blackman there. Runs the count to 1-1.
One ball, 2 strikes to count.
Well, they got Blackman reeling right now. 1-2. And sends that one backwards. Foul. Randy Peralta. Ooh, that one almost caught Blackman on the elbow. 2-2. Emmett Smith, 22. I got him. We've been pretty good in this game with our strikeouts. We usually do a lot worse with our strikeouts, but we've been good in this one. And now we're starting to kind of fall apart now with some of our swings. The only runs of the game representative of Jake Lamb's 2-run home run a couple of innings ago.
What do you got?
Good check, good call, good call, good call.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
2-2. 22,000, they say. Pretty major at bat right here. And Lamb is going to bounce it right to Peralta, who sends it over to Votto. And we head to the middle of the 8th.
Leading up for the Reds.
All right, we're going to see if we can't get Dominguez to get us one more.
Ball.
Trying to at least avoid the sweep. Reds already up 2-0 on us.
That's ball 2. Ball, that's out.
Now Dominguez having trouble. Hitters count. Taking advantage of the hitters count by swinging away, but fouling it away. Full count. Nicely done by Dominguez. David Bodie right over to Jake Lamb, 1 away. 5 more outs to sneak out a win against the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, what a slow throw. Holy smokes. We got to go a little quicker than that. Yeah, there's an argument. That's because our throw was so slow. There's a big discussion on right now. Peraza. What is that, Penn? First base coach. All right, Joey Votto. This could be a big one here. Can Dominguez give us 2 clean innings? Slider remaining pretty effective for Dominguez right now.
Nope, inside, ball 2. Ball, that's in.
Man, not getting the calls. Suarez on deck.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he gets Votto swinging, so here we go. Full count. And he misses. He walks Votto. I think do we go ahead and make the change? Let's let him have one more. I'm going to give him one more. Give Dominguez one more shot here. If he doesn't get it, we're going to the pen. But he quickly, look at that, 2 strikes. Oh my goodness me. Home run. Well, that was, we made that call. We left him in for one more. And it's a pretty brutal outcome. 2-run home run. Compliments of Suarez. Yep, there's a TV Sports right there shaking his head. As the Reds are one step closer to getting the sweep here on the Diamondbacks. I don't know, is there a button to jump and try to make a jump? I feel like maybe Blackman could have gotten it, but I don't know what button. Let me know in the comments if you guys know the button for the outfielder to jump. Trinan coming in. So Blake Trian's going to come in now. We are going to have to warm up Brad Hand just in case we need him. Hopefully we need him. And all of a sudden the energy at Great American Ballpark has peaked. That was a 2-strike, 2-out home run by Suarez. And boy, the changes we made in the offseason trying to avoid outcomes like this, we're starting to fall into again. Falling behind, falling under 500, and bullpen giving up moments late. That was a terrible pitch, but a terrible swing. And here we go. So now all of a sudden, this is our last opportunity. We go top of the 9th. And it's the final shot for the Diamondbacks. Ken Gills. Gillies. Ken Gillies, perhaps. Some baseball fans gonna say. You know I don't do good with the name pronunciations. I'm not a Reds fan, so I'm not watching their games all the time. Here we go, top 9. Baez swings right through a sinker.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And it's suddenly 0-2 for Javier Baez. A cover boy. Cover athlete.
At the ball.
He struck out Baez. Man.
Next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, David Bodie.
Oh, I thought that was the home run animation. Oh, man. I thought that was the camera pulling out to show a David Bodie home run. Well, it's going to come down to Ketel Marte. You know what? Yeah, I'm getting desperate here. I'm putting Peralta in.
Your attention, please.
We're going to pitch hit Peralta. We're going to try to salvage this thing if we can.
David Peralta.
Fastball down the middle, and he fouls it away.
Oh, 2 is the count.
And you're looking good right now for our Diamondbacks. Man, Dominguez. And that's going to be another blown one for Dominguez, too. I mean, his ERA was already sky high, and then that happens. We might have to figure out something for him if that continues to be a trend. Oh. There you go. Reds take it. That was a rough defeat. Enjoy the fireworks, enjoy the pyro. Yep. 4 hits, enough to get the win. So, all right, we're going to player lock a couple of games here, as we said. And we're going to get through the month. So we'll play 3 player lock games. 2 against the Tigers, 1 against the Rockies. And it's a rough Tigers team. It's down on their luck, so we'll see if we can't sneak something out. And we can pick what 3 guys want to do. Let's do Blackman. We'll do Blackman, Moustakas, and Lamb. How's that? Our heavy hitters. It's a long season, long baseball season, so we'll see if we can find any little bit of redemption amongst that rough loss. Back at the chase. Get on your feet for your Diamondbacks. As we beg for your forgiveness. Walker's going to take to the mound in this one. Looking for his first win of the year.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 14.
As always, stay tuned. We're going to do 3 player lot games with you guys, and then we are going to be heading over to Madden. That's a home run, huh? What the heck is the button to jump? Is there a thing that'll tell you? Controls, hitting, batting, pitching, throwing, player lock, road to the show, sliding, hitting. How about fielding? How about fielding controls? Good Lord, is there not a fielding option here? Bunt, meter, pitching, throwing. Is there no fielding option? These are all... Well, someone just have to let me know in the comments. Apparently there's no fielding controls that they want to tell you about. As Walker gives up a home run. I just want to know how to try to catch and make an attempt at a catch at the wall. So if any of you guys know, let me know. Who knows? I don't remember if I put the owner firing on or manager firing or whatever. If you can get fired in this game, but how many seasons are they going to put up with if we go a third season and can't get a postseason run going? You know, one of my least successful teams so far. I've gotten every team that I've managed or coached in football and hockey into the postseason. Not the Diamondbacks, not yet. Strike out. 3-2 Tigers over the Arizona Diamondbacks here. There we go. Is that going to be a double?
Make the turn. Find the ball.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Out.
I thought that was way good enough for a double. It got snagged right there. I thought that was going back to the wall. And the problem is, too, not to make an excuse, but the controls are different for player lock. Look at this, bases loaded for player lock and for a regular game. So the reason you saw the camera going crazy is I was trying to hit the button to advance the runner, which is R or L1. But when you're in player lock, it's the thumbstick. So that's also why the camera was going crazy and I couldn't see what was happening out in the field. So that kind of gets confusing a little bit, the fact that there's two different control schemes.
The count is 1-2.
But this would be a big business play. And one of those classic Charlie Blackmon doubles. Blow this game wide open for the D-backs. Oh boy, it's gonna go. It's gonna die out. Man. I was hoping it was gonna have some carry to it.
Get him yourself right here. Let's go.
4-3.
Leading off for Detroit.
Hopefully this isn't another home run hit.
Drew Water.
Nah, that's going to be an easy one. That's an easy fielding play. Yes, sir. We'll take it. Doing the thing.
Hey, 2 away now. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 12.
The Waters is up again. Well, bases loaded here.
Water.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, he didn't make the catch. Oh, man. Six to 4 Tigers. Wasn't able to get there in time. I feel like that happens to Blackmon a lot. Doesn't have the speed in the field to make some of those grabs.
Charlie Blackmon.
Count's 1-0.
But we'll see. It's a 2-run game here, so we'll see if we can't try to make some kind of rally here. Get your rally hats, get your rally something on, huh?
The count's 1-1. Aye.
Man. Hey, we did tie it. Look at that. 6-6. So this team's got some fight to them yet, huh? Another a chance now again. Runners on the corners here for Blackman. Call that a strike. That's questionable.
Here we go. Clutch up for us here.
No one better. Clutch up right now.
Is that going to be enough? No, it's not. Not a good hitting performance right now from Charlie Blackman. But the Diamondbacks walk it off. So there you go. We'll take that. Not through any help of mine. It's like Peralta had a 3-for-4 day. Home run, couple of RBI. And the Diamondbacks are going to win it here 8-6.
The final line score for the ball game.
All right, 2 more games. Are you guys still in the mood for Madden? Let me know in the comments. I had mentioned playing Madden after this, but let me know in the comments before we go off the air if you guys are still in the mood, if you guys want to see a quick game of Madden or not. As we play 2 more games of this. Kenta Maeda. All of our pitchers are kind of struggling a little bit as well. That's where you kind of see the discrepancy in the victories for our Diamondbacks. Not as bad as the Tigers, though. Tigers pretty rough off as well. How about another score check? Let's see what we got. Sugar Skulls 27, Bay Area 21. So that's a tight contest. It's all of a sudden not looking too great right now for... Oh, the Fighters coming back into it. It is 28-21. Frisco trailing by 7. So, again, for the Barnstormers, we need the Fighters to win or the Sugar Skulls to win. If either of those happen, the Barnstormers are headed to the playoffs. Darius James Peterson, Kentrez Bell, Antoine Winbush, all those guys get a chance at another championship. I couldn't even see where I was going. Oh, one of you catch it. Come on now. I let him have it. I purposely gave up on that not to cause a collision. Come on now. And Moustakas drills that one out to the left.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Scoreless one. Daytime baseball. I love watching daytime baseball. It's just like there's something really relaxing about just throwing on it. Maybe just because I grew up watching the afternoon ball games on WGN, the Cubs games, but there's just something about just putting on the afternoon baseball game. Baseball under the lights doesn't quite have the same gravitas to it that afternoon baseball does. We go top 7 and we're scoreless, so we put up a boatload of runs in the first game. I didn't get there in time. I'm having a hard time fielding today. Ain't going too well. Who's that, Flushing? Flushing Meadow, I don't know. Still scoreless. All right, come on, Big Mike. Come on, Mike, you got this. Here we go. Down the middle, and he fouls it. That one is drilled upon, but will just be a high fly floater and an easy out. There you go, 1-0 Diamondbacks.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike.
RBI shot from Moustakas.
1-0.
That cutter going way high.
Here we go. Clutch up for us here.
Ball, that's outside.
Lancifer, Immortal. I wish the show was on PC. I didn't know it wasn't on PC.
Right guy, right place. Need you here.
I've never been a PC gamer, so I don't even know what that's like, really. The only game I ever played on PC was Halo. So there you go. But I know a lot of people are really passionate about their PC gaming. Metal Jesus, who I follow, if you guys don't follow him, great YouTuber, is a big PC collector. And although I don't know anything about the world of PC gaming, it is kind of cool to see his big box PC games. Those are the box art on those things are really, really cool. Is that gonna finally do it? No, it's not. Boy, Moustakas has cranked a bunch of these out to the warning track today. But it's all good nonetheless. The Diamondbacks are going to take another. So they sweep the Detroit Tigers here at Chase Field. And it's going to finish 1-0. So we got one more game for you guys. And then, like I said, let me know. Do you guys want to do a quick game? Well, it wouldn't be a quick game. It'd probably be another hour or so. Yeah. Keep active. So we'll play this final game against the Rockies, player lock style, and we're back on the road. So come back home for like a quick day, and then going right back on the road. Let's see, Immortal says, PC is the only system the show isn't available on. PC gaming is fun. I use an Xbox One controller for most games. Tell me a little bit about what makes, as someone that doesn't have the strongest PC in the world, what makes the PC gaming experience the preferred gaming experience for you, at least, versus just playing on a console? Against some of the other IFL scores, Duke City and Northern Arizona. That's two top-tier teams. We also had Massachusetts. Boy, they put a beat down on the Strike Force. That blue turf looking like Boise State out there, the defending IFL champs. Massachusetts Pirates. All right, hey, it's a Mother's Day here at the Pink Bats.
Number 22, Jake.
Is Mother's Day the last day in April?
Counts 1-0.
Like I said, is that a pink bat? Maybe it's just the lighting. Let me get a better angle on that. No, it's a red bat. What the heck was... Did that look pink to anyone else, or was that just me? I'm going to rewind back. I'm rewinding back and seeing... Maybe the light was hitting it a certain way.
That's ball 2.
Good eye.
Yeah, the light was definitely hitting the bat, making it look pink. Rewind it back. I'm not crazy. Rewind it back a little bit. The light definitely hit the bat a certain way and made it look pink.
Seat up, drive it.
But I was going to say end of April, Mother's Day. Immortal, for me, more controls, system cooling, graphics, FPS, multiple monitors for watching a show, gaming at the same time. Yeah, the Mother's Day is in May. That's why I was wondering, like, oh, Mother's Day, the end of April. But rewind it back and tell me when he first walked up to the plate, that bat doesn't look a little pink. The way the Colorado. I've actually been to this stadium.
Here we go.
By the way, one of the 4 baseball ballparks that I've been to. I've mentioned previously. What a hit by Jake Lamb.
You're through. Keep going. Dig.
Yes, sir. I've been to this ballpark. I've been to the new Braves Stadium when it was called SunTrust. I think they call it something else already. I've been to Wrigley, and I've been to Tropicana.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
But definitely a really cool backdrop.
Toronto.
This baseball stadium with the mountains in the background. Well, they're called the Rockies, of course. That should... Oh, come on. Why is he not going? Oh, my God. What is this game doing? This is the second time I've been screwed over on base running. What the hell is happening? That should have been a run. And he freaking, like, didn't go. I was literally holding the button for him to go home. And he went back to second. There's something weird. That's the second time. Because I got screwed up on the last game, too. That happened. The game we just did with the Reds.
Come on, down, down, down!
He's out. He's out.
And we're not going to get any runs. Golly.
Batting eighth. The pitcher.
I live an hour and a half to Denver, so I've been to Coors Field. Oh, very nice. I got a lot of family that lives out in Denver. A lot of cousins and aunts. They were quite excited for the. It's actually kind of funny. It just shows the impact that sports has on people. Well, we're not going to get that run. My aunt, who lived in Orlando for many years, was never a sports fan at all. Didn't know anything about sports. Moved out to Colorado 4 or 5 years ago. Is the biggest Broncos and Avalanche fan all of a sudden. And it's just the power of sports, being in a sports city. Live in Orlando, have no interest in sports whatsoever. Moved to Denver. There's something. I don't know if it's my controller. I'm telling you, if I'm lying, I'm flying. From the moment that ball was hit, I had my left joystick pointing in the direction of the ball. He did not lunge at that ball until like way later. So there's something weird going on right now. Either my controller or this game, but it's definitely not being responsive to anything that I'm doing right now, which is rather annoying. Anyway, let's try to power through. It's the last game we're doing anyway. So.
Ball one, no strike.
Oh, who do you go for, Immortal, then? Immortal says he dislikes all the Colorado teams. So what's your team of choice for the various sports?
Hey, let's go.
At
At least we're winning 4-0 despite the controller now. Okay, we got a Patriots fan. Now, are you an OG? Are you an original Patriots fan? You always got to ask when you meet Patriot fans. Because growing up, I never knew any Patriot fans. And now you see Patriot fans everywhere. So I want to know, are you a Patriot fan from originally, or are you a Patriot fan from the golden years?
Hey, come on now. One time, right here.
Which Patriot era do you fall under? And there's no right or wrong answer, but it's always curious when you hear, Patriot fans when they came around. Were they watching during the Bledsoe years, which was the era that I grew up on? Or is it a Tom Brady Patriot fan?
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cubs, Red Wings. Oh, you sound like me. I'm a Cubs fan and a Red Wings fan, and I don't watch basketball anymore. So there you go. So you're like right in line with me, pretty much.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
And he struck out. A fan since the Bledsoe years. Okay. Very nice. That was one of the first Super Bowls I ever watched. I guess technically second. I remember the first Super Bowl I ever watched was Super Bowl 30. Because my mom's from Pittsburgh, so I remember that being like a big deal as a kid. Like, what is this football thing? That Steelers-Cowboys game. And then I don't know why, and maybe just growing up, or like childhood memories, but I very distinctly remember watching the Packers-Patriots Super Bowl 31. I remember that so vividly. And then, of course, the next year is when I officially became a Broncos fan. That is when the Broncos switched their new uniforms, and as a young, what year was that, 97? So I'd have been 8 years old at that point. A young, impressionable 8-year-old getting into the world of football, thought those Denver Bronco uniforms were the coolest thing ever. And I've been a fan ever since. And now I'm about to turn another year older next August 20th, coming up, this August 20th. And I've been a Broncos fan for, 25 years now. If I became a Broncos fan when I was 8. From 97 to whatever, I don't know, someone do the math. From 97 to, is this a home run? How about 2 home runs in the stream for Jake Lamb? Gone. 462. What a shot for Jake Lamb. How about it? 3 years older than you. Yes, I am. Should I give my age out on the stream? I guess everyone can figure out if they do the math. But yes, I will. I will be turning 33 coming up on August 20th, and I've been a Broncos fan since. And again, now I'll preface this: I wasn't a Broncos fan because they won the Super Bowl. Now, yes, they won the Super Bowl 97-98. I became a Broncos fan because, again, growing up, I grew up in Florida, so the local team was the Buccaneers and the Lightning, and they were the laughingstock in the mid-90s, both the Bucs and the Lightning, even for being around here. Oh, my God, why is he taking so long to do everything? This is terrible. Did he get... so that's kind of why, as I grew up, I found other teams. But, yeah, I became a Broncos fan as soon as they released those new uniforms. So I was a fan before the Super Bowl happened, but I did become a fan the Super Bowl year. So I think that probably helped, the fact that the uniforms is what made me become a fan. And that's why I get, not upset, but, like, people have been, like, on Facebook and Twitter. There's one guy that I follow, Andrew Mason, that works for the Denver Broncos. It's like trying to push for the Broncos to change the uniforms for years, and it's like, no, those are why I became a fan of the Broncos. Don't get rid of the uniforms. But it probably helped the fact that the year that I started watching the Broncos, they won the Super Bowl, and then the next year they won the Super Bowl. And then I remember being crushed when I heard, because I was a new fan, 2 years with the Broncos, and then hearing that John Elway was going to retire. I was like, what? Like 2 years and he's gone? I didn't have any concept of age and all that, so, and then we had the Brian Griese years, which were not so great. And then the Plummer years came, we got back, to where we were, got to the AFC Championship, and then they got rid of Plummer, and then they went to Cutler and Orton, and now we're in this situation right now. So, anyway, yeah, so that's my history with the, Justin Anderson is no longer injured. Shove him on the bench for now. I guess we can go and try to figure that out. How do you feel about bat flips, pipping home runs, a.k.a. watching the ball fly, taking the time? It doesn't bother me. I guess it depends on how much. Like, I know in football, it can kind of... that was actually a big 3 wins that we got, because that put us... Look at that chin on John Gray. That got us right back to near 500. In football, like, Deshaun Jackson can be really rough about that. And, when you're doing that in the middle of a play, it's one thing. For baseball, I guess it doesn't bother me, but I guess if you're not looking at it too long, you keep the thing going. But, definitely keep it moving. Well, there's Justin Anderson there, so... I know we said put him on the bench, but... okay, let's see where we are standings-wise. Look at that. So, we had a terrible game against the Reds, but us picking up 3 in a row, we are now 1 game back because our division's not that great. We're a half a game back of the Padres for first place. So, while it was a disappointing loss to the Reds, that was a big win. And you can see the Rays, a bunch of 20-win teams in the East, but... in the American League, and you see a couple of 20-win teams here in the AL West. In the NL, the Reds got 20 wins, so it's not like they're a bad team or anything, but it helps that our division is so lackadaisical right now, if it will. Immortal says, I love it. I hate the unwritten rules of baseball. It takes away the entertainment aspect. Yeah, certainly depends on who you ask or whatever player or manager is out there at that particular moment, right? Some people love it, and some people hate it. But no, it doesn't bother me at all. So, well, that's going to do it. We've come to the end of this particular stream. I had mentioned, talked about maybe playing a game of Madden. It's going to take about an hour. I'm almost thinking about saving it for tomorrow now. But it's already 10:10. If I play a game of Madden, it's going to be past 11. So I might hold off on it. I think I'm going to hold off. For those of you that were waiting for it, sorry to say, but tomorrow, how's tomorrow sound? We'll get some rest in. Tomorrow, we'll play that game of Madden. We'll do the Denver Broncos franchise episode that we promised with you guys. So, if I was an ump, I'd be throwing pitchers out every game for throwing at batters. Wait a minute now. That's an unwritten rule of baseball, right? Hitting a pitcher or hitting a batter if there's something you don't like. That's kind of one of the unwritten rules, a baseball tradition, if you will. So it's kind of hard, which way do you go on that? Well, thank you so much, Immortal. We appreciate the good conversation. I hope you will join us again next time we stream. Again, we'll plan to stream tomorrow, and the plan will be the Denver Broncos franchise that will be streaming tomorrow. Whoops. So we are... completed our first full month of Season 3 of franchise mode here. So the next time we stream with you guys, we'll do player lock. And probably another 2 or 3 streams go through the month of May. My God, how do I keep getting past? I don't even know what team I'm on now. There we go. May, June, and July. So still quite a bit left in the season, obviously, in the early stages. But the next time we stream this, we'll be doing a bunch of player locks. So we got Colorado, a bunch of games with Colorado, so division games. So we'll probably play all the Colorado games, the Pittsburgh series, and perhaps the Washington series in the player lock. And then we got a couple of TV games, MLB Network with the Cleveland Guardians on the road. So we're on the road, quite a few lengthy trips too, from Arizona going all the way to Washington, and then we'll be in Cleveland, and then we got to head over to San Fran, and then go all the way down to Miami. Who did the scheduling? Oh my God, we're road warriors going everywhere. It's actually illegal to hit the batter. It is a written rule. Well, yeah, take the base, but there's no rule against... I guess there is a rule. All right, well, that's going to do it for tonight. We're going to save Madden for tomorrow. I hope Immortal will join us again for Madden tomorrow. For the rest of you that are tuning in, thanks for being a part of the action. It was a great stream, despite my base running gaffes that I don't know if it was the controller or what, but the controls definitely were doing something wonky. Follow us here, those of you that are joining in. Subscribe on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter as well, so you'll know when we're going live. And check us out on Patreon if you're able to show that support for the channel. We're going to be getting that classic content up on Patreon, and you can request various streams over there. So links all down in the description below. Thank you guys for joining us, Immortal. Thank you for being a part of the action. A great conversation. And next time we stream, I want to keep this thing going next time. So have a good rest of your evening, my friend. Let's cheer on the Frisco Fighters and the Tucson Sugar Skulls, and hope they can get the Barnstormers onto the postseason. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Did I save? I don't even remember now if I saved. I think I saved. No, need to save, so I guess I didn't. It's a good thing I did. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Catch the archives, catch the replay, all the classic content in the playlist in YouTube, and we'll see you guys on the very next stream.